MLB The Show just released their best trailer in years. I have 11 confirmed new features plus some bonus stuff. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll be making a video just like this one for every piece of information we get, every breakdown, every deep dive, every trailer for every portion. I got you covered. Hit the subscribe button, and then as soon as the game comes out, we go from a news channel to a daily gaming channel. Starting with number 1, and this is really important, especially if you're new to MLB The Show, the schedule. We have our schedule leading up to the release of MLB 25. The schedule is out. We had the gameplay trailer today. Next week on the 11th, we'll get a deep dive on gameplay. We're then going to get a gameplay feature premiere on the 13th. On the 18th, we'll get a deep dive on Road to the Show with a feature premiere on Road to the Show being on the 20th. On the 25th, we're going to get a deep dive on franchise. On the 26th, we're going to get a deep dive on Storyline Season 3. And then on the 27th, we're going to get a feature premiere for Storylines Season 3 and franchise together. And then on March 4th, we're going to be in the month of release. We're going to get the feature deep dive for Diamond Dynasty. We'll have a ratings reveal either on the 4th or on the 5th, and then the 6th will be the feature premiere for Diamond Dynasty, where we're going to hear all about these new offline and online modes that I'll get into later in the video. We then have the Dev Tournament and Legends trailer coming out on the 11th, so now we're at the week of release. On the 13th, we have the feature premiere for live content, and early access goes live that night on the 14th. As soon as the clock hits midnight. It's a lot. Like, we're getting stuff every week from now until the game comes out. It's officially MLB 25 season. Now let's get into the real stuff. The meat and potatoes of the trailer today. Number 2, the Road to the Show overhaul. We saw that ad last year when MLB The Show was promoting themselves with college at college baseball games, and there was suspicion. And here we go. We got it. There is college and high school in Road to the Show. It looks like you're going to start in high school, have a little high school career, then you're going to go to college. It's not going to be super deep. I'm anticipating that you're probably just going to play like in the College World Series. They have an Omaha lookalike stadium built. We've seen the same handful of teams getting recycled in all of the trailers and clips for this. UCLA, LSU, the good teams, a good stadium. And honestly, if this is year 1 of a multi-year plan to implement this type of stuff into the mode, I'm so pumped. The metal bats sound awesome. The Marucci and Victus metal bats that we've seen look awesome. Imagine if they put metal bats in Diamond Dynasty. Chain-link fences, more quick-time events and moments was a huge note in the trailer. And this doesn't seem like much. Anytime they take a feature that's already in the game, they kind of just fluff it up a little bit more. People don't get excited. But we've been saying for years, Road to the Show is just kind of bland. Give me more. Give me things to do constantly. Give me ways to upgrade the player and just high school, college, more hot moments in the game. Now we just need a less boring narration of the mode. We're even getting 125 exit velocities with those metal bats. It's insane. Number 3, Diamond Dynasty revealed an offline mode called Diamond Quest. Diamond Quest mode's looking like some cool checkers board game. We do not know anything about it other than this screenshot and these graphics we see on the screen, so it's hard to insinuate, but it is cool that we're getting a new offline mode. I feel like we've been playing Conquest and Moments for the last 3 or 4 years nonstop on repeat. They mentioned risk and reward with this mode, so there might be a little bit of a buy-in or something. I'm not sure. I'm very interested to see what it's all about because it looks awesome. It's got a Mario Party type presentation. Coach is in there. It looks sick. I'm excited. Now, number 4, we also got a new online Diamond Dynasty mode in the Weekend Classic. I mean, if you know me, you know how fired up I am. I have been talking about us getting some sort of weekend or short burst competitive mode for years. We have had ranked BR and events for years. They're not bad modes. It's just been the same for so long. The Weekend Classic. Battle league opponents for rewards before the time runs out. So it looks like it's going to be a little short burst ranked seasons. Imagine ranked seasons structured like events. There's a tight window with different rewards every time, and you play long games instead of short games. Full baseball, but in short bursts instead of the full ranked seasons the last 6 weeks. I'm very interested to see exactly how this goes, how often they do them, what the rewards look like, maybe if they do squad build structuring and any sort of lineup requirements. Now for funsies, number 5, Manny Ramirez, Roger Clemens, and Cool Papa Bell all get confirmed as new legends in the game. Cool Papa Bell is a Legends Negro League player that seems to be one of the features of Season 3 storylines. And then, of course, we knew about Manny Ramirez earlier this morning because he got leaked in the Nintendo store when the pre-orders went live, but we didn't know about Roger Clemens, and I lost my mind on the live stream. Number 6, ambush hitting. The description says it's a more realistic plan of attack at the plate. Again, not a lot of detail here. Excited to hear about it in the gameplay deep dive. I don't know what these gray shadings are within the zone for this. Some people in chat were saying the PCI size was changing. I don't know. Ambush hitting. What is that? Number 7, franchise. The front office experience. Look, franchise doesn't need any sort of like monumental addition to the mode. It just needs the basics to run good. So while I am a little bit concerned that they only got one sentence and like one note on the description, I am excited that they are emphasizing free agency logic and trade logic as the 2 things that were adjusted, because those are the 2 things that if they get right and they make sense and they function properly, it could tie the whole thing together. It says franchise. This year in the franchise mode, choices matter, consequences are real, and time is precious as a revitalized free agency system adds risk-reward elements, strategy, and excitement to the pursuit of the top free agents each offseason. Again, they always throw a little bit of a bone at the franchise community every year, so I need to see more there before I get excited. But again, let's see the trade and free agency logic changes when we get to it. Speaking of changes, we have gameplay changes as number 8. We talked about the ambush hitting changes. Now let's talk about the sliding and the defensive changes we've seen in the trailer. There's a new wall climb meter. We have new defensive icons on players in the field. We also have new sliding animations and what looks like some sort of user difficulty changes when it comes to sliding. Everyone was excited when they seen these deke slides and whip slides in the trailer. I personally, if I see Kyle Schwarber doing that, I'm going to lose my mind. There needs to be a legitimate disparity between good sliders and bad sliders. That's all I'm going to say going into this. It looks good. But boy, if I get a swim move out of Rowdy Tellez, I'm going to be furious. Number 9, we have a new difficulty in the game. GOAT difficulty is being added as a new highest difficulty above Legend. I repeat, there's a new difficulty that is higher than Legend. I am getting old. I don't even know what to think of this. I mean, kids are batting like 400 or 500 on Legend, though. It's outrageous. The cream of the crop in the MLB The Show community is nuts. Number 10, faster online gameplay. Listen, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm a little bit disappointed when it comes to the graphic changes in the game. We've gotten our screenshots. We've gotten the gameplay trailer now. It's safe to say that it looks mostly the same. That's one department where I was excited. Doesn't seem to be too much of a change in the game. I want to go back to Japanese Spirits for just a second because they do just such a good job with some of the basic stuff. I mean, like when they're walking around the batter's box and the dirt's constantly changing, you can see the cleat prints, and if you spike a ground ball, foul ball straight down, you can see where the ball landed in the dirt. Just the little stuff like that looks a little bit better in that game that got me pumped up. But again, like I have also noted anytime I talk about the gameplay improvements, as long as the game continues to get better in game, you know, if the frame rates get better, if it runs smoother and looks cleaner as I'm actually playing it, I don't care too much about screenshots and trailers and all that stuff. The game doesn't look terrible. It just hasn't changed in a long time. And from my experience, especially playing online, it can get a little bit choppy sometimes, frame rates and stuff, and it's a lot of the stadiums really that do that. But yeah, we'll see if those areas improve. I think freeze-offs have gotten better over the year. Now, last but not least, we're going to send you off with all of your pre-orders and pre-order bonus information. When you pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition, you're going to get your bonus content. That bonus content will include 20 show packs, the 20th anniversary choice pack, 1 diamond choice pack, 5 gold choice packs, 1 equipment pack, 1 daily double rewards, and 1 cover athlete bat skin. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that stuff will be worth the pre-order, but I will be getting the pre-order. I will be live on launch night, and I will be covering every single one of these weekly dev content drops and deep dives and feature premieres. We're covering all of it. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section what you're most excited for and what legend. There's more legends that come. Roger and Manny might be our two biggest, and I'm okay with that. Really wish we got Barry Bonds, but Alex Rodriguez around the corner. There's more to come. Let me know who you want down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.